Okay. Now in today's class, we are going to discuss third mixtures, that is separation of liquid-liquid mixture. Separation of liquid-liquid mixture. Okay. Everyone please focus on this page now with full concentration. Please focus on this page with full concentration, everyone. We are going to discuss about separation of liquid-liquid mixtures. Liquid mixed with liquid. Is it visible now? Is it visible, Ditya? Okay, it is visible to everyone. Okay. Ditya, it is visible to everyone. You can check your internet connectivity if problem persists. Okay, look here. Separation of liquid-liquid mixture. Ditya, please check your connectivity. Separation of liquid-liquid mixture. First method is separating funnel. First method is separating funnel. It is used, this method is used for two immiscible liquid. This is used for two immiscible liquid which have difference in their densities. This method is used for two immiscible liquids which have difference in their density. For example, mixture of oil plus water. Oil is lighter, water is heavier. So you can see in this diagram, everyone know oil float on water because it is lighter and water is heavier. So this is the diagram for separating funnel. You can see oil is on top and water is at bottom. Now, जैसे ही आप स्टॉक को ओपन करोगे, as you will open the stock, the all water will come down. All water will come down. जैसे पूरा water नीचे बीकर में आ जाएगा, you have to close that stock. जैसे आपने stock open किया, you have collected all the water in a beaker, then you will close that stock. And by this way, you can separate oil and water. Yes, Akshay, tell me.
Sir, the oil floats on water because it is less denser than water, right? This is
Yes,
also
right.
one reason.
Right.
Okay, sir. Thank you, sir.
Yes, Manthan, tell me.
Sir, I wanted to ask that this can't be purely the pure form of releasing water and oil, because a little part of oil can also drain with the water, no?
Right. It can be
It's not
100%.
it's not specifically that only the water will come out, so like we cannot tell that it is the most pure
Matlab
thing.
chances of error is large. You are saying this, right?
Yes.
Yeah. There is chances of error.
Okay, sir. Thank you.
Yes, Aditya.
Sir, my doubt is that what is the meaning of apparatus?
Apparatus मतलब बेटा जो सिस्टम है हमारा, जो हम यूज कर रहे हैं ना, जैसे बीकर यूज किया है, स्टैंड यूज किया है.
Yes, sir.
They are all our apparatus.
Okay, sir. Thank you, sir.
Okay, I hope this is clear to everyone now. Separating funnel is clear to everyone. Okay, fine. Now, this second method is fractional distillation. Second method is fractional distillation, and this method is used for two miscible liquids. This method is used for two miscible liquids. I will share the PDF with you all. Please focus on the concepts. I will share the PDF with you all. Please focus on the concepts. Fractional distillation. Fractional distillation method is used for two miscible liquids. An important point is that there must be difference in boiling point. There must be difference in boiling point. For example, if I want to separate mixture of ethyl alcohol and water, if I want to separate mixture of ethyl alcohol and water, let me tell you, boiling point of ethyl alcohol is 78.5 degrees Celsius, whereas boiling point of water is 100 degrees Celsius. Boiling point of ethyl alcohol is 78.5 degrees Celsius, whereas boiling point of water is 100 degrees Celsius. Now, tell me, when you will start boiling this mixture, which part will first vaporize? Tell me. Ethyl alcohol or water, which will get first vaporized? No, you are wrong. Yes, ethyl alcohol is the correct answer. Alcohol is the correct answer, right? Because the boiling point of alcohol is lower. Boiling point of alcohol is lower, hence alcohol will get vaporized first. तो जैसे ही आपका टेम्परेचर 78.5 डिग्रीज तक लेके जाओगे, alcohol will vaporize. You will collect alcohol in another container. You will collect alcohol in another container. This is the method. You will heat the mixture. When temperature will go to 78.5 degrees Celsius, alcohol will vaporize and you can collect the alcohol in another container. Yes, Aditya, tell me.
So my doubt is that as you told, ethyl alcohol. Is ethyl alcohol and ethanol same?
Yes, ethyl alcohol and ethanol are same.
Okay, sir. Thank you.
Himanshi.
So I had the doubt that not all the ethyl alcohol will evaporate exactly at 78.5. There will be some mix remaining in the water.
That will get vaporized exactly at 78.5 degrees Celsius.
All the ethyl alcohol.
Yes, only all ethyl alcohol will get vaporized at 78.5 degrees Celsius because that is the boiling point of alcohol.
And so even water starts, like little bit of water vapor can go with that ethyl alcohol vapor.
एक्चुअली बेटा इसका आप डायग्राम देखोगे ना तो उसके साथ साथ हम लोग कुछ बीड्स डाल के रखते हैं. बीड समझते हो ना आप?
यस सर.
डायग्राम में बीड डाल के रखते हैं ताकि जो वाटर वेपर साथ में आएगा ना थोड़ा बहुत उस बीड में रुक जाएगा, बीड में रुक के कंडेंस हो जाएगा.
ओके सर.
ठीक है, ओके. यस राजीव, टेल मी.
Sir, what is the meaning of miscible liquid?
मिक्सबल बेटा जो मिक्स हो जाते हैं, जैसे आप अल्कोहल वाटर को मिक्स कर दोगे ना.
Yes, sir.
तो वहां पे कोई डिफरेंस नहीं दिखेगा फिर आपको. जैसे आप ऑयल वाटर को मिक्स करते हो तो क्या दिखता है? टेल मी.
Sir, oil will float on water.
हाँ, लेकिन if you will alcohol and water will get mixed, there will no difference in the physical state.
Okay, sir.
Okay.
Okay, sir.
Yes, Ditya, tell me.
Sir, even sodium bicarbonate dissolves in water. So how will we separate that?
Sodium bicarbonate is not a liquid, beta. We are talking about liquid-liquid mixture.
Thank you, sir.
We have already done about solid liquid mixture. Yes, Anmol, tell me.
Yes, sir. Sir, am I audible?
Yes, tell me.
Yes, sir. If we take another liquid instead of water with same boiling point of 78.5 degrees Celsius, so there will be no use of it, right?
No use of it, right? There should be difference in boiling point.
So there are another ways also. So
Yeah,
what
there are some other method also.
so what can we apply in that?
In that case, it depends बेटा कि हाइड्रोजन बॉन्डिंग वगैरह के फैक्टर होते हैं जो आप बाद में पढ़ोगे. अभी फिलहाल आप इस पे फोकस कर लो.
Okay, sir.
ठीक है.
Okay. Yes, sir. Thank you, sir.
Okay, everyone. I hope these things are clear to everyone now. Yes, Anushka, tell me.
Sir, what is miscible liquid?
मिक्सिबल मतलब जो मिक्स हो जाएंगे बेटा. जैसे अल्कोहल में वाटर डाल दोगे तो दे विल गेट मिक्स, टोटली मिक्सिबल.
Okay, sir.
ओके.
Yes, sir.
Yes, Arsil, tell me.
Hello, sir.
Yes, tell me.
What is difference between normal alcohol and ethyl alcohol?
बेटा जो अल्कोहल हम लोग ड्रिंक करने के लिए यूज करते हैं ना, दैट इज इथाइल अल्कोहल ओनली. और देयर मे बी मेनी टाइप ऑफ अल्कोहल लाइक मिथाइल अल्कोहल, इथाइल अल्कोहल, प्रोपाइल अल्कोहल, ब्यूटाइल अल्कोहल. देयर आर मेनी अल्कोहल्स.
Okay, thank you.
Okay, I hope now these things is clear to everyone. You can see in the diagram for fractional distillation. This is the diagram for fractional distillation. Yes, Manthan, tell me.
Sir, this looks like distillation.
हाँ सेम है, बस वहां पे देखो खाली जो हमने कॉलम फ्रैक्शनेटिंग यूज किया, राइट. कॉलम में तुम्हें लाइंस दिख रही हैं.
Okay, sir. Thank you.
Yes, Aditya, tell me.
Sir, in the diagram you have shown the flame is blue. So is it necessary that we should only use a concentrated flame?
Yeah, we have to use the oxidizing flame in this case
Okay, sir.
so that we will not get soot.
Okay, sir. Thank you.
Yes, Ditya, tell me.
Sir, in the process, in the condenser, they are showing water is going out and it's
Yes,
coming
in and out,
back
in and out.
So, sir, how is it going in and out?
मतलब वाटर को हम एक तरफ से डालेंगे, दूसरी तरफ से उसको आउट कर लेंगे, बिकॉज सो दैट अल्कोहल कैन गेट कंडेंस्ड.
Thank you, sir.
Okay. Now next is separation of gas mixture. पेज सबको विजिबल है? ओके. Okay, everyone. Now, please focus. We are going to deal with separation of gas-based mixture. How to separate gaseous mixture. The first is diffusion. First is diffusion. There will be difference in the rate of diffusion. Diffusion simply means movement from one place to another. Diffusion simply means movement of gas from one place to another. That is diffusion. From a thin hole, you can see movement of gas from one place to another from a thin hole. That is diffusion. Now, if I want to separate mixture of CO2 and H2, now in this case, rate of diffusion of H2 is higher and rate of diffusion of CO2 is lower. अगर मैंने दोनों gases के mixtures को कहीं से diffuse कराया, then H2 will get diffused first. Yes, you all will get recording of this lecture. Then H2 will get diffused first and CO2 will get diffused later. So in the diffusion, there must be difference in the rate of diffusion. Yes, Adiman, tell me.
What is diffusion?
Diffusion is movement of gas from one place to another.
Movement of gas from one place to another. Okay.
Yes. Yes, Aditya.
So my doubt is that you mentioned diffusion as that it will that its rate of spread of carbon dioxide is lower than hydrogen.
Yes.
So does that mean we have to just bottle the hydrogen at the right time as it my doubt is actually that
No, I understood,
it-
beta, what you are asking. First, actually, क्या होगा? जैसे ही hydrogen gas diffuse हो रही होगी ना,
yes sir.
at that time we have to taste for hydrogen gas.
Okay sir, so we do not want the CO2 to mix with hydrogen.
Yeah, we can't see the gases, na? That's why we have to
Yes.
taste the gases.
Okay,
Which
sir.
gas is getting evaporated.
Okay sir, I understood. Thank you sir.
Yes, Disita, tell me. Disita, am I audible to you? Please tell me. Yes, Anushka, tell me.
Sir, what is CO2
CO2 is beta carbon dioxide gas.
and H2 is water?
H2 is hydrogen gas.
Okay, sir.
Water is H2O.
Okay, sir.
Yes, I will share the recording with you all. Yes, Disita, tell me. Disita. Yes, Ditya, tell me.
Sir, if we have to separate all the gases present in the air, then how will we do that?
Then you have to use second method. I am showing you that also in some time.
Okay, sir. Thank you.
Yes, Aryaman, tell me.
So, wait, can you hear me?
Yes, tell me.
Yeah. How does diffusion happen?
It depends on the molecular weight, beta. Molecular weight of the gas.
So do we like use a specific instrument to do it, or how does it happen exactly?
If you'll take a balloon, right,
Yeah.
and you will make a hole in that balloon,
Uh-huh.
then all the gases will get diffused. Very
Okay.
simple.
Okay. So the
Okay.
the balloon excreted the gases kind of.
Yeah. There is simple experimental setup like the balloon only for diffusion.
Okay.
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 Okay. Now everyone, please listen. The second method. Yes, this is the right. This is the you are right. Yes, this is the right. Okay. Now focus on second method. That is dissolution in a suitable solvent. In this method, one component is soluble in a liquid or react chemically with that liquid. For example, if I want to separate mixture of CO2 and N2, in this case, I will dissolve this mixture in KOH. In KOH, and CO2 is being soluble in KOH, it will dissolve in KOH. While N2 is insoluble in KOH. So they will get separated. Same in the case of ammonia, that is NH3, and nitrogen gas N2. Ammonia is soluble in water, whereas nitrogen is insoluble in water, and they can be separated by dissolving in water. Yes, Raju, tell me. Rajveer.
So what is KOH?
KOH is potassium hydroxide, a liquid.
Okay, sir. And sir, NHG.
NH3 is ammonia.
Okay, sir.
Yes, Aditya, tell me.
So my doubt is that as these examples you have given, I also got an example of lithium and you say oxygen.
Is lithium a gas?
No, sir. Lithium batteries. The lithium batteries also have lithium strips.
So I am talking about gaseous mixture only.
Oh, sir. Sorry, sir.
Yes, Ditya, tell me. Ditya, tell me.
Sir, I wanted to ask that when we use this method, one of the gases dissolves in water. So, sir,
Yes.
how will you separate the gas from water? Because we want both the gases separated completely.
Yes, sir. देखो पहले क्या करेंगे? First, we will dissolve one gas in water.
Yes.
And we will collect other on the top. Okay. After that, hello.
Yes, sir.
After that, it will become liquid gas mixture. Are you getting?
Yes, sir.
There is separate method for liquid gas mixtures.
Okay, sir. Thank you.
Yes, Gupta, tell me.
Sir, I wanted to ask, can you repeat the full form of KOH?
KOH is potassium hydroxide.
Thank you, sir.
Harshil, tell me.
Hello, sir.
Yes.
Sir, if we mix carbon dioxide and nitrogen in potassium hydroxide, then carbon dioxide will dissolve, but nitrogen will escape from the liquid and it will just
We will do the experiment in a container. Are you getting? Which is closed.
Okay.
So CO2 will dissolve and N2 will remove from the top. Okay.
Okay, thank you.
Okay. I hope these methods are clear to you now. Should I move to next page? Next method is preferential liquefaction. Preferential liquefaction. In this case, we will convert the gas into liquid form, that is liquefaction. In this case, one component liquefies under high pressure. For example, if I want to separate hydrogen and ammonia gas, NH3, I will apply high pressure at about which NH3, that is ammonia, will get liquefied first, and I can separate them. I will apply pressure and ammonia will get liquefied first, and I can separate them. Yes, Aditya, tell me.
Sir, what is the meaning of preferential?
Preferential मतलब selective, मतलब दोनों में से कोई एक select करेंगे.
Okay, sir. Thank you, sir.
Yes, Aryaman, tell me.
What do you mean liquefies?
Liquefies मतलब being getting converted into liquid.
Okay.
Okay. Now the cases arrives if the both of them get converted into liquid, then what to do? A question arrives that if both the gases get converted into liquid, that what to do? In that case, we will apply next method, that is fractional evaporation. If on applying pressure, both the gases get converted into liquid, in that case, we will apply fractional evaporation. In this case, gases are first liquefied, then evaporated. For example, mixture of N2 plus O2. Mixture of N2 plus O2. After applying pressure, both of the gases will get converted into liquid. So in this case, we will boil them. After boiling, the boiling point of N2 liquid is minus 196 degrees Celsius, and boiling point of O2 liquid is minus 183 degrees Celsius. If we will convert this into Kelvin, that is 77 Kelvin and 90 Kelvin. So after boiling, N2 will get evaporated first, so they can be separated. Let me tell you one thing, there is a unit of degrees Celsius and Kelvin. And if you want to convert degrees Celsius into Kelvin, add 273 in that degree Celsius. If you want to convert degrees Celsius into Kelvin, please add 273. Yes, Meet, tell me.
Sir, how can we apply pressure?
Hello?
Sir,
Yes?
how can we apply pressure?
Pressure can be applied with the help of piston. Hello?
Yes, sir.
Pressure can be applied with the help of piston.
So, sir, how can gas be liquefied?
You are not clearly audible.
Sir, can I text?
Yeah, write down in chat box. I will answer. Hello? Meet, write down in chat box. You are not clearly audible.
Yes, sir.
Yes, Advik, tell me.
Yes, sir. What do you mean by Kelvin?
Kelvin is a unit of temperature. SI
Unit
unit
of-
of temperature.
Okay, sir. Thank you.
Yes, Ditya, tell me.
Sir, my question is that we are supposed to predict which one will evaporate first on the basis of units given in Kelvin or on the basis of units given in degrees Celsius.
You can use anything. Both will be same because both are the unit of temperature only.
Sir, but when you said that NQ will evaporate first, if we check in degrees Celsius, no, sir. You are right. Thank you, sir.
Yes, Mayank, tell me.
Sir, I want to ask one Celsius equals to how much Kelvin?
1 Celsius equal to, it will be add 273 in that. Very simple. 1 degree Celsius equal to 274 Kelvin. That's it.
Okay, sir.
Understood?
Yes, sir.
Yes, Manthan, tell me.
Sir, I couldn't understand the last part that you have wrote. In that you have wrote boiling point minus 196 degrees Celsius. So, sir,
Yes.
how can any boiling point be at minus degrees?
It can be no issue. आप केल्विन में देख लो, केल्विन से आपको क्लियर हो जाएगा. That is 77.
Kelvin
Kelvin unit.
means I couldn't understand.
देखो, actually there are 3 units of temperature: degree Celsius, Kelvin, and Fahrenheit.
So, do you mean the K is a Kelvin?
K is Kelvin, right?
Sir, so, and what is this N2 and O2's full form?
N2 is nitrogen gas, O2 is oxygen gas.
So, do you mean that oxygen takes minus 183 degree from liquid state to turn into solid?
Liquid to gaseous, beta.
Sorry, sir. Liquid to gas?
Yes, right.
So, sir, it can convert in a room you can convert nitrogen and oxygen in room temperature also, no?
No, temperature is specific. You have to apply that minus वाला temperature only. और उनको
Okay, sir.
liquid
Thank you,
करने के
sir.
लिए, to convert into liquid, you have to apply pressure.
Okay, sir. Thank you.
Yes, Anushka, tell me.
So, in fractional evaporation, we have to convert both the substance into liquid and then evaporate it.
Yes, right.
Yes, sir.
Okay, I hope now these are clear to everyone. Yes, Abhiram, you are right. Pressure can be increased with the help of piston. Meet. Pressure can be increased with the help of piston. मतलब प्रेशर मतलब बस दबाना है उनको दबाने के लिए जो इंस्ट्रूमेंट यूज करेंगे बस. We have to apply pressure by using piston. Yes, Aditya, tell me.
So my doubt is that in the second one, fractional evaporation,
Yes.
the boiling point of nitrogen is minus 196 degrees Celsius. That is
Okay.
77 Kelvin.
Yes.
So if we cannot provide that much temperature, so we will obviously provide pressure. So how much Pascal should be provided to liquefied nitrogen?
देखो actually Pascal value I have not remember right now.
Sir.
Okay, Pascal value मुझे exactly अभी नहीं पता कि कितना apply करना पड़ेगा. But boiling
sir, no
point can
problem,
be achieved. That much boiling point can be achieved.
Okay, sir. It is given minus 196 degrees Celsius, sir.
Yeah, that can be achieved. No problem.
Okay, sir. Thank you.
Yes, Sonak, tell me.
Sir, I didn't understood the fractional evaporation.
बेटा आपको सिंपली गैसेस को लिक्विफाई करना है पहले, उसके बाद उनको इवेपोरेट करना है. जिसका बॉइलिंग पॉइंट कम होगा वो पहले इवेपोरेट हो जाएगा. Sonak, are you getting?
Yes, sir.
Understood ना?
Yes, yes.
Disita, Pascal is unit of pressure. Disita, Pascal is unit of pressure, beta. Okay, should I move to next page? Next is separation of liquid gas mixture. Next is separation of liquid gas mixture. In this case, first is heating. Let me tell you, solubility of a gas is inversely proportional to temperature. What you mean by inversely proportional? Let me tell you. Inversely means if you will increase temperature, solubility will decrease, and vice versa. If you will increase temperature, solubility will decrease. If you will decrease temperature, solubility will increase. Exactly opposite. So solubility of a gas. Solubility means how much gas is dissolved in liquid. That is solubility. Solubility of a gas is inversely proportional to temperature. That means if you will increase temperature, solubility will decrease. For example, mixture of CO2 and H2O liquid. That is your cold drink, normal cold drink. अगर मैंने कोल्ड ड्रिंक को हीट किया तो CO2 फटाफट बाहर आएगा बहुत तेजी से. Within fraction of second, all the CO2 will come out. If I will increase the temperature of the cold drink, all the CO2 will come out within a second. If I will heat this cold drink. Next is by releasing pressure. Let me tell you, solubility is directly proportional to pressure. If you will increase the pressure, solubility will increase. अगर आप प्रेशर बढ़ाओगे तो solubility भी बढ़ेगी. That means directly proportional. In cold drinks, जैसे ही आप प्रेशर को रिलीज करते हो, if you will decrease the pressure by opening the cap, if you will decrease the pressure by opening the cap of the cold drink, the CO2 comes out with a fizzing sound. I hope you all are getting. When you decrease the pressure by opening the cap, CO2 comes out with a fizzing sound. Yes, Aryaman, tell me.
In the heating part, Could
Yes.
you re-explain the solubility of gas is inversely proportional to?
Inversely means opposite. If you will increase the temperature, solubility will decrease.
So if I solubility will decrease. Okay.
Okay.
So wait, what does the 1 on temperature signify?
Temperature means heating, no?
No. What does that 1 upon temperature signify?
1 by temperature means inversely proportional.
Okay.
Okay.
So, upon heating the mixture, one component will decrease.
नो देखो कभी भी अगर इनवर्सली प्रोपोर्शनल का साइन हो और 1 अपॉन में लिखा हो, इट मींस इनवर्सली प्रोपोर्शनल मींस इट विल increase the temperature, solubility will decrease. They are inversely.
Both of them will decrease the solubility.
Yes, solubility will decrease. Solubility केवल gaseous mixture की बात कर रहे हैं बेटा हम, liquid की नहीं. Solubility of gases.
So only okay, gaseous mixture.
Okay.
So by solubility you mean like the dissolving of it in water.
Yes, dissolving of gas in any solvent,
So
right?
it will automatically come out.
Yes.
Okay.
If you will increase the temperature, solubility will decrease.
Okay, thank you.
Yes, Aditya, tell me.
So my doubt is that how much should we heat a cold drink to take all the CO2 out just to leave the color and the water in it?
आप थोड़ा सा हीट करो बेटा और निकल जाएगा, तुरंत निकल जाएगा CO2. वो बहुत ज्यादा मतलब डिसॉल्व नहीं होता.
So we just need to on it for a fraction of second.
Yeah, all the CO2 will escape out.
Okay, sir. Thank you.
Yes, Arush, tell me.
सर मुझे हीटिंग समझा नहीं.
हीटिंग मतलब हीटिंग नहीं समझा मतलब बर्नर पे रख के गैस पे रख के आप हीट करो.
हाँ पर सर फिर वो सेपरेट कैसे होगा?
आप हीटिंग करोगे तो सॉल्युबिलिटी डिक्रीज हो जाएगी बिकॉज दे आर इनवर्सली प्रोपोर्शनल.
हाँ.
गेटिंग?
हाँ मतलब फिर सॉल्युबिलिटी डिक्रीज हो जाएगी तो वो निकल जाएगा उधर से.
यस राइट.
हाँ ओके ठीक है. थैंक यू सर.
यस आरुष, टेल मी. आरुष
सर मैंने अभी जस्ट तो पूछा था, अभी मैंने लोअर हैंड कर
प्लीज
दिया.
लोअर डाउन योर हैंड. Anushka, tell me.
Sir, what is the meaning of evolve?
Evolve मतलब getting evaporated, getting coming out.
Okay, sir.
Yes, Samriddhi, tell me.
Sir, for heating to happen, we have to open the cap and leave it to. We have to open the cap and keep it on a burner for the CO2 escape.
Yes, right.
Okay, sir.
Okay. Now I hope all the doubts are clear related to these points. Okay, everyone clear now? Should I move to next page? Okay. Now this is the last part of separation of mixtures. This is the last part for separation of mixture, that is chromatography. Chromatography, it is a very advanced technique. It is very advanced technique in this field of separation of mixtures. Very advanced and very recent, you can say. Now, it is a technique used for separation and identification of dissolved constituent of a mixture by adsorbing. Please focus on the word. It is adsorbing, not absorbing. It is adsorbing, and I have already told you the difference between adsorption and absorption in previous classes. Here it is adsorbing them over appropriate material. Now what we have to do in this case, please focus. The substance or component will get separated based on difference in the rate of adsorption. Please note, it is adsorption. This means it is a surface phenomena. Look here, if I want to separate the colored constituent of a ink, then what I have to do, I have to use paper chromatography. If I want to separate colored constituents of a ink, then I have to use paper chromatography. I will first place a drop of ink. I will take a drop of ink on a paper chromatograph. I will take it is a paper which is used for chromatography. This is a special type of paper. I will use a paper and I will put a drop, that is a very little drop of ink on that paper. Then I will hang that paper inside a solvent. Solvent is very specific. I will put a drop on paper, chromatograph paper. I will hang that paper inside a solvent. Then after some time, that drop will get separated into different spots. You can see in the diagram, I will get different spots. In this diagram, it is visible clearly. Please look here. There is an ink spot. I will dissolve in a solvent. It may be water also. If I will dissolve that paper in the water, the adsorption will take place and that spot will moving up. That moving up and we are getting different colors separated. Ink will move up and we are getting different colors separated. This is paper chromatography. Please let me know if any doubt. Yes, Disita, tell me. Disita, tell me. Aditya, tell me.
So my doubt is that I have actually two doubts. The first doubt is and as the second diagram, the end part, the paper is more. The paper has water more, but less color. So it is just mainly absorbing the water without just what do you say, just separating the ink.
Water is coming out by taking that color of inks, taking up the colors of ink.
Okay, so my second doubt is that do we need some special sucking mechanism to lift the water up to the paper?
No, just dip that paper inside a solvent. That's it. No, nothing to do with that. It will
Okay, sir.
automatically come.
Thank you, sir.
Yes, Samriddhi, tell me.
The water has to be room temperature or warm?
Room temperature. Yes, Anushka, tell me.
So how the ink will get in color?
Ink will have different color beta inside that mixer. Hello?
Hello, sir.
Yes, ink will have different mixtures of color inside that.
Means inside that one ink there are different types of mixtures of color.
Yes, right.
Okay, sir. Thank you.
Yes, Rajveer, tell me.
Sir, is this method only useful for separation of colors?
Yeah, no, there are different we can use for gases. It will be called as gas chromatography, paper chromatography. There are different types of chromatography to separate different mixtures.
Okay, sir.
Yes, Isan, tell me.
So which color is absorbing the most? Is it yellow or black or purple? In
बेटा वो मैंने
the
वो जो
end?
डायग्राम में तुम्हें दिख रहा है ना एक्चुअली.
Yes.
Hello.
Yes, sir.
That is just you can say imaginary thing. not actual.
Okay.
It will depend on the type of ink.
Okay, sir.
Yes, Abhiram, tell me.
Sir, can you explain the diagram again?
बेटा देखो हमने एक पेपर लिया. We have take a paper, chromatograph paper.
Yes, sir.
We have put a drop of ink on that paper. We have then dipped that paper inside water. Then water will come up with the different colors.
Thank you, sir.
Understood?
Yes, sir. Thank you.
Yes, Aryaman, tell me.
Will you be putting this PDF on the group?
Yes, I will share the PDF.
Okay. Also, I still couldn't understand chromatography.
What happened? You have to just take a paper, chromatograph paper,
Yeah.
put a drop of ink and dip inside water.
Okay. Like so should I keep it over the water or should it be like
That drop should be inside the water.
okay, so then what will happen? What
Okay.
is the outcome?
Fine.
No, so then what will be the outcome?
Yes, water will raise up with the color.
We have to separate it, right?
Yeah, that will automatically happen.
So what are we trying to separate from what? Like ink?
We are trying to separate different colors from the ink.
Okay.
Clear?
Yeah, better. Okay.
Yes, Mayank, tell me. Okay, everyone. Vidula, there is many things remaining in that chapter only. First, we will complete that. There are many things remaining in this chapter only, Vidula. Okay, I hope all the things are clear to everyone now. Yes, Samriddhi, tell me.
Sir, does it have to be a normal paper or a special paper for chromatography?
There is a special paper. Okay. Okay, everyone, now listen. Now listen, everyone, please focus. Akshat, please wait, beta. There are many students. Akshat, I hope you are getting. There are many students and I want to clear each and everyone's doubt. Okay, please focus, everyone. Now at home, you have to do one thing before the next class. Do one thing. You all have a pen at your home. With the help of your parents, please, everyone, please focus. With the help of your parents, take a thick paper. Like you can take white craft paper. You can take white craft paper with the help of your parents. Take a white craft paper, make a rectangular shape of that paper, put an ink drop, and dip that inside water for some time and tell me your observation next lecture. Is it clear to everyone? Take a rectangular paper. Paper should be slightly thick paper. Take a thick paper, place the ink drop and dip in water for some time and tell me your observation in next lecture. Is it clear to everyone? समृद्धि, आप बेटा पेन की रिफिल ले लो कोई भी. पेन में आपका जो इंक है, you have to use that ink. You can take the ink of your pen. अगर जेल पेन होगा then it would be quite better. If you will use gel pen ink, then it will be quite better. Please use gel pen ink. Yes, Akshat, you can write down your observation and tell me in detail in next lecture. I hope everyone will do so. Is it clear to everyone? Yes, Ditya, if you have proper ink, you can use that also. That is very fine. Ditya, you can use proper ink also. That will be very good. Anushka, most preferably, please use gel pen, beta. Anushka, please use gel pen. Okay, now can I move to next page? Yes, Meet, you can use ink pot ink. Okay. Now everyone, please focus. Please focus here. Now we are going to study characteristic of chemical reactions. Characteristic of chemical reactions. The first is change of physical state. First is change of physical state. In this case, there would be change in physical state of reactant. In this case, Aryan, please wait for some time. There would be change in physical state of reactant or product. Let me tell you one example. Hydrogen gas, oxygen gas combine to form H2O. Here hydrogen is gas, oxygen is gas, but the product which we are getting is in liquid form. So there is difference in physical state. Hydrogen is gas, oxygen is gas, but we are getting product in liquid form. So there is difference in physical state. In the same case, in the below example, you can see water is in liquid form, but it is getting split into H2 gas, NO2 gas, which are in gaseous form. So there is difference in physical state. I hope this is clear to everyone. Yes, Aryan, tell me.
So we can use art book paper for the activity you have given us.
Which paper?
So art book paper.
Yeah, you can use. Yes, Mayank Patil, tell me.
Sir, can you repeat again of that ink you was telling now?
Ink
What
you
you
can
want to
use
do?
you can first you have to take a thick paper.
Yes, sir.
Make it rectangular shape.
Okay, sir.
Put a drop of ink at the bottom and dip inside water and tell me your observation in next lecture.
Okay, sir. Sir,
Yes, Pearl, tell me.
Sir, what if we don't have a white craft paper?
You can use any thick paper, beta.
Okay.
Yes, Rajveer, tell me.
Sir, can you explain me again change of physical states?
That is very simple. As to a liquid is getting converted into gaseous form, the liquid is getting converted into gas. That means physical state is changing.
Okay, sir.
Yeah. Yes, Aditya, tell me.
Sir, I have two doubts. The first doubt is that you told an activity to do. I did not get what to do as my Wi-Fi connection went and I
Okay, please
sort
listen.
of
Please
left the meeting.
listen. Take
Okay,
a
sir.
thick paper.
Okay,
Make a
sir.
rectangular shape.
Hmm.
Put a ink drop at the bottom
Okay, sir. So,
and
which
dip in the
ink drop
water.
should we put? Sir, which
Most
ink drop?
you can
Ball,
prefer
gel,
mostly
or...
gel pen ink.
Sir, can we put cartilage?
Yeah, chalega. Okay.
Okay, sir. Sir, my second...
Yes, Aditya, tell me.
So my second doubt is I did not understand characteristic of chemical reactions.
First is change in physical state, right?
Yes, sir.
It means physical state will get changed. Just for example, water liquid is getting converted into gaseous form, H2NO2. That is their physical
Okay,
state is
sir.
getting changed.
Okay, sir. I got it, sir. Thank you, sir.
Yes, Aryaman, tell me.
Yeah, this change of physical state, in any situation, two gases always make a liquid?
No, that is a specific example. That is not always true.
Okay, thank you.
Okay. Now, second is, please focus. Pearl, please wait for some time. Second is effervescence. Second is effervescence. If you are doing any experiment in liquid medium or aqueous medium, you can say, in which water is present. If you are doing any experiment in a liquid medium or in the presence of water, if any gases are coming out as a product, please listen carefully. If you are doing any experiment, in the presence of water and any gases is coming out as a product, then that gas will come out with bubbles, and this phenomena is known as effervescence. If you are doing experiment in the presence of water as a medium, if any gas is a product, then that gas will come out as bubbles. That phenomena is known as effervescence. For example, zinc plus H2SO4 will give you ZnSO4 plus H2. Now water will be come out as a bubbles, and that is known as effervescence, H2 gas, effervescence of hydrogen gas. You can see in the diagram, some bubbles are coming out. Diagram, please look the diagram. Some bubbles are coming out. That's it, effervescence. In another diagram, you can see I have dissolved a tablet inside water. That also bubbles are coming out. Gases are coming out. That is nothing but effervescence. Yes, Aditya, tell me.
Sir, in the page in which you had written, it is written H2SO4 and in brackets in subscript, it is written as DIL. What does it mean, sir?
That is diluted.
Okay, sir. Thank you, sir.
Yes, Advik, tell me.
Yes, sir. Sir, what if we use aspirin instead?
Yeah, you can use aspirin also. Gases will come out.
Yes, sir. But in aspirin, which gas will come out?
Mostly, actually, aspirin is, it may be CO2 also.
Okay, sir.
Because
Thank
in
you.
aspirin, carbons are present.
Yes, sir.
Now, next is change of color. please look the equations. When lead oxide, that is Pb3O4 is heated, actually lead oxide is red in color. You can see the color of lead oxide, that is red in color. You can see the color of lead oxide, red in color. When you heat red oxide, it gets converted into lead monoxide and releases oxygen gas. Now lead monoxide is yellow in color, you can see in the diagram. Lead monoxide is yellow in color, you can see in the page, in the diagram given in your phone. When lead oxide Pb3O4 is heated, it gets converted into yellow color lead monoxide, that is change in color. Lead oxide is red in color, lead monoxide is yellow in color. Now next example is when copper carbonate is heated. Copper carbonate is green in color. You can see copper carbonate is green in color. When copper carbonate is heated, it is giving copper oxide, that is black in color. You can see the copper oxide black in color. This is lead oxide, this is lead monoxide, this is copper carbonate, this is copper oxide. Yes, Advik, tell me. Advik, tell me.
No doubt, sir.
Yes, Gupta, tell me.
In the doubt that you shown the picture or means the last screen you showed, that was ZnSO4. Sorry, sir. It was ZnSO4. So
Okay.
what, sir? So I got in doubt that, sir, what would be the difference between zinc sulfur trioxide and zinc sulfite?
There are different formulas. Actually, ite and ate. There are two different suffix, ite and ate. They are used for different oxidation state. We use ite for different oxidation state and ate for different oxidation state. आप ऑक्सीडेशन स्टेट के बारे में बाद में पढ़ोगे बेटा कि आइट को कब यूज करना है और एट को कब यूज करना है.
Okay, sir.
Yes, Aditya, tell me.
Sir, my doubt is that all these materials you showed, were they all corrosive?
Some are corrosive, like lead may be corrosive, but copper carbonate is not corrosive.
Okay, sir. Thank you.
Medha, I will share the PDF with you all. Anushka, corrosive मतलब which may damage your skin. Corrosive, which may get damage your skin and all. Okay, next is formation of precipitate. AgNO3 plus HCl will give you HNO3 plus AgCl. Here AgNO3 is silver nitrate colorless solution, HCl is hydrochloric acid colorless solution, HNO3 is nitric acid colorless. But AgCl is silver chloride, which is white PPT. Now white PPT, what do you mean exactly? Please look in the diagram. When you mix AgNO3, that is white solution, colorless solution, with HNO3, that is colorless solution, you will get something like this solution. Please focus on page. You will get something like that. Here the white color is PPT, that is precipitate. White color you can see, that is precipitate. In the next diagram you can see, this is yellow precipitate. This is yellow precipitate. This is yellow precipitate. In this you can see some various precipitate, very nice precipitates. You can see that very nice precipitate of some compounds. Actually that yellow color precipitate is of PbI2. This is yellow color precipitate is of PbI2, lead iodide. Yes, Aryaman, tell me.
It's okay. It was a previous thing.
Tell
But,
me.
what was the name of this this thing?
Which one?
The thing we're talking about right now. What's the name?
Precipitate.
Precipitate. And what's the function when two? It's the same as the change in color, but it's not heated. It's when two liquids are mixed. Is that right?
Change in color will happen, but in diagram can you see there's some very important difference? Some curdy thing you can see.
Curdy.
Curdy.
What does that mean?
You can curdy means like some thick solution type.
Yeah. So
You can see in diagram like.
Yeah. So you're saying upon mixing these two solutions, there's a color change.
Yeah, color changes, but there will be some. But exactly whole solution will not change the color. You can see in the diagram whole solution is not changing the color.
Yeah. Only a
Are you
part
getting
of
the
it
difference?
that
Yeah,
is
yeah.
green. So only one
Yeah.
liquid is changing its color.
Yeah, are you getting?
The other liquid. Yeah. So
Done?
the name, can you just say the name again for me?
Precipitate.
Thank you.
Precipitate. Okay? Yes, Advik, tell me.
Yes, sir. Sir, what do you mean by a precipitate?
Precipitate means दो solution को mix करने के बाद जो curdy solution मिलेगा.
अच्छा. So, sir, मतलब if you mix any two solution like water and alcohol, so the final
Water and
solution.
alcohol mix करने पे कोई PPT नहीं मिलेगा बेटा.
अच्छा, तो सर से immiscible liquid से मिलेगा.
नहीं, immiscible liquid से भी नहीं मिलेगा.
तो सर precipitate PPT कैसे मिलेगा?
जैसे मैंने एग्जांपल दिया है ना तुम्हें, AgNO3 में HCl डाल दो थोड़ा सा.
हाँ.
Then you will get white PPT. डायग्राम में दिख रहा होगा तुम्हें.
Yes, sir.
White color का curdy something.
Yes, sir.
That is PPT. Or you can see the yellow color वाला PPT, very nice.
Yes.
है ना? And no,
Yes, sir.
and next diagram you can see the many PPTs of different colors.
Yes, sir.
Getting?
Yes, sir. Thank you.
Yeah, Dhruv, tell me.
Sir, why doesn't the whole color of the whole solution does not change?
Beta, this is the property of precipitate only, na? We are talking about.
Yes.
Our whole color will change, that will come under the change of color.
Okay.
That's why
Thank
this is
you, sir.
different category.
Yes. Thank you.
Parth phenolphthalein plus base is change in color, light pink color. You will get pink color. आरूस, अगर आपने एक बार भी बोला देन भी मुझे समझ में आ जाएगा. Don't no need to repeat again and again. Arus, I am reading each and every chat. No need to repeat again and again. I am reading every set. Sir, this happens when add two liquid which react with each other. Yes, the liquid should be reactive. Arush, right? The liquid should be reactive with each other. They must react. Arush, I hope you are getting. Arush, are you getting? The liquid must be reactive. Yes, Disita, जब तक ट्रांसपेरेंट नहीं होगा तब तक तुम्हें पीपीटी समझ में नहीं आएगा. That would not be clearly visible. I hope Disita you are getting. Isan, name of white PPT silver chloride, AgCl. White PPT name is silver chloride. Yes, Aditya, tell me.
Sir, I have actually I have some doubts, sir. Not one. My first doubt is that in this picture, what would you call the precipitate? The yellow portion or the transparent portion?
The yellow portion is PPT.
Okay, sir. My second doubt is how would you pronounce PbI2?
PbI2, lead iodide.
Lead iodide or iodine?
Iodide, D-I-D-E.
Okay, sir. My third doubt is, I suppose, the last of them all. Sir, can you just provide me the names of all those precipitates, PPTs, which are given on the next page of your...
Actually, beta, there is no need of that. There are number of PPT and you will learn everything in steps. If you go to higher classes and practice in lab, you will visualize them. Then you can remember them. It is not just like mugging up the names.
Okay, sir.
Okay?
Thank you, sir. Thank you very much, sir.
Okay, I hope these things are clear to you. Now everyone, please focus. Next is energy change. Next is energy change. Here, there are two types of reactions for energy change: exothermic reaction and endothermic reaction. Exothermic and endothermic. Exothermic means reactions which proceed with release of heat energy. Reactions which proceed with release of heat energy. For example, if you will burn magnesium ribbon in the air, you will get black colored magnesium oxide and heat will be liberated. That is Mg plus O2 will give you 2 MgO plus energy. That is exothermic reaction proceed with release of heat energy. Next is endothermic reactions. If you will heat sodium bicarbonate, you will get sodium carbonate H2O plus CO2. Here, endothermic reactions proceed with absorption of heat energy. They proceed with absorption of heat energy. I hope you can differentiate between them two. Exothermic is release of heat energy. Endothermic is absorption of heat energy. I hope difference is clear to you now. Yes, Aditya, tell me.
Sir, my doubt is with both of the reactions.
Yes.
Do we have to apply some sort of energy to them, or they will just do what they want to do?
It depends on the reaction.
Okay, sir. Means if it...
For example, a magnesium ribbon, you have to burn that ribbon first.
What's a magnesium ribbon?
Yes.
Okay, sir. What we have to do with it?
First, you have to burn that ribbon.
Okay, sir.
that it will liberate energy.
Okay, sir. I got it, sir. Thank you, sir. Thank you very much, sir.
Yes, Arsil, tell me.
Hello, sir. Sir,
Yes, tell me.
sir, in both reactions, in first reaction is 2 Mg and oxygen heated to form 2 MgO.
Yes, 2 Mg plus O2 will give 2 MgO.
So, sir, if we are heating, then on the reaction we have to put a triangle above the arrow.
Yes, right. You are correct. Arsil, you are correct.
Yes, sir. That only I thought that we are. I thought that we are not heating.
Actually, in that reaction, I have already mentioned plus energy. Can you see? Sorry, after that, I have mentioned plus energy. Right?
Yes.
That's why I have not mentioned over there.
Okay, thank you.
Yes, Aditya, tell me.
Sir, while I was just seeing your slides closely, I just saw 2 mg plus O2 makes 2 MgO plus energy.
Yes.
So, in which form the energy? Heat energy or something else?
It may be heat energy. In this case, it is heat energy. But some cases, it may be light energy also.
Okay, sir. Thank you, sir.
Okay. Yes, Arush, right. Yes, Anushka, tell me.
Sir, what is bicarbonate?
Bicarbonate is baking soda, beta. Your baking soda is bicarbonate, sodium bicarbonate.
Okay, sir.
Okay, I hope all the concepts are very much clear to each and everyone. Please let me know if any doubt. I hope all the concepts are very much clear to everyone now. Yes, Arsil, tell me.
Sir, if we burn magnesium wire, then it will absorb the oxygen in the surroundings. So it will form light energy plus heat energy, no?
Yes, right. Okay.
Thank you.
Arsil, clear hai abhi?
Yes.
Okay. Yes, Aryaman, tell me.
Yeah, so in the first one, when you say proceed with release of heat energy, you mean we have to apply heat to the solution.
First, for example, if I will heat the magnesium ribbon, okay?
Magnesium?
Ribbon.
What's that?
Ribbon matlab you can take a wire, okay?
Okay,
If you will heat a magnesium wire,
yeah,
after matchsticks usko heat kiya, right?
yeah.
When it will burn, it will produce light energy and heat energy.
Okay, so it's producing a significant change.
Yeah, it is producing significant heat. That is exothermic reaction.
So
To
okay,
the
so
surrounding, okay?
it has to produce heat, and then
Yeah,
in the other one, what do you mean by absorption of heat energy?
Absorption matlab dekho, in first case, it is releasing heat to the surrounding, right?
Yeah.
In the second one, it will absorb heat from the surrounding.
So the sodium bicarbonate, what are
Yes.
you doing? Like
It is absorbing heat from the surrounding.
okay, and on what action? Like, are you lighting it up, or are you freezing it? What is happening?
I'm not doing anything. It will absorb the energy, absorb the heat from the surrounding if you will kept it in open.
Automatically.
Yes.
Okay, and in the first one, you said
Yes.
2 magnesium plus 2 oxygen. So
Yes.
but you only mentioned magnesium when you were explaining. So what is the significance of oxygen?
Magnesium will burn in the presence of oxygen only, na?
Okay. Okay.
Without
The
oxygen, it can't
is-
burn.
The oxygen is the heat.
Yes, yes.
Okay. Great. Thank you so much.
Yes, Rajveer, tell me.
Sir, can you explain again what is exothermic and endothermic reactions?
Exothermic is something which will release heat, and endothermic which will absorb heat from this
Okay,
round. Okay?
Yes, sir.
Yes, Harshil, tell me.
Sir, oxidation is endothermic or exothermic?
Oxidation is exothermic.
Okay, thank you.
Okay, thank you so much everyone for joining. I hope you enjoyed the class a lot. I hope everyone has enjoyed the class. Bye everyone, take care.